Jeepers Creepers, we thought it was just an old song on the radio, the kind of creepy tune that makes you laugh nervously when you're driving late at night. But sometimes a song isn't just a song, it's a warning. It was the summer of 2007 when it happened. I was 19, fresh out of high school, and driving cross-country with my best friend Dylan. We weren't going anywhere important, just chasing that idea of freedom before college swallowed us whole. Dylan had a beat-up Ford Bronco that smelled like cigarettes and motor oil, and we thought it was invincible. That night, we were cutting through a stretch of highway in rural Florida, the kind of back road where the trees press in so close it feels like you re-driving through a tunnel. No streetlights, no gas stations for miles, just two kids with half a tank of gas and static on the radio. It was Dylan who found the station. He twisted the knob absent-mindedly, trying to get something besides fuzz when a voice broke through a deep, syrupy crooner. The melody was slow, haunting, almost too clear for such a dead station. Jeepers, creepers, where'd ya get those peepers? We both froze for a second, then laughed. Dylan smacked the dash. Dude, are we in a horror movie right now? I tried to laugh with him, but there was something about the way the voice dragged on certain words. The song felt wrong. Like it wasn't coming from a broadcast tower, but from somewhere closer. We let it play for a few miles, half joking, half unsettled, until Dylan finally switched it off. Silence filled the car, except for the thrum of the tires and the occasional hiss of cicadas outside. That's when we saw the truck. It came up behind us, fast, headlights high, almost blinding, the kind of vehicle you feel before you see. Dylan muttered something under his breath and pulled to the right, but the truck didn't pass. It just lingered on our bumper, too close, like it was pushing us forward. Redneck psycho, Dylan said, trying to play it cool, but his grip on the wheel tightened. We sped up, so did the truck. For 15 straight minutes, it stalked us, staying just close enough to rattle our nerves. Then, without warning, it backed off. Its headlights faded in the rear view. Until there was nothing behind us but black road and trees, we should have felt relieved. Instead, the air in the car grew heavier. Neither of us spoke. And then, faint but unmistakable, the song crackled back through the speakers. Jeepers, creepers, where'd ya get those eyes? Dylan killed the radio, swearing under his breath. I wanted to tell him the song was still playing, not in the car, but somewhere outside. I could hear it faintly, carried on the night air, almost as if it was circling us. We drove until we found a gas station, a flickering neon sign in the middle of nowhere. We pulled in, more for the light than the fuel. Dylan went inside to grab sodas while I leaned against the car, trying to shake off the unease. That's when I noticed the smell. It wasn't the usual mix of gasoline and fried food. It was sharp, metallic, with a hint of rot, like something dead had been sitting in the Florida sun too long. I gagged and looked around, half expecting to see roadkill, but the lot was empty. Then I saw it. Across the road, just beyond the tree line, stood a figure. Too tall, too still. Its outline was just barely illuminated by the station's lights, and though I couldn't see its face, I swear it was staring straight at me. Dylan came out a minute later, laughing at something the cashier said, but he stopped when he saw me frozen by the car. What? He asked. I blinked. The figure was gone. Nothing. I lied. But even as we pulled out of the station, I kept glancing back. I knew something had been there. The next hour was a blur of winding roads and nervous silence. At some point, Dylan tried to lighten the mood, cracking jokes, talking about girls, but I wasn't listening. My ears kept straining, waiting for the song. When it finally came, it wasn't from the radio. It was humming, low, broken, drifting from the back seat. I whipped around so fast I nearly snapped my neck. Nothing was there, just a pile of fast food bags and Dylan's duffel. But I'd heard it. I know I did. I didn't say anything. What could I say? Dylan already thought I was being paranoid. But when he caught my reflection in the side mirror, he frowned. You hear it too, don't you? Around 3 a.m., we saw the truck again. Parked on the side of the road this time, engine off, lights dead. As we passed, I caught a glimpse of its rusted frame, the dents in its hood, and something else, dark stains along the bumper, like old paint or dried blood. Neither of us spoke. Neither of us breathed. A mile down the road, Dylan muttered, "We should have stopped at a motel." I wanted to agree, but something told me stopping was worse. The road narrowed until the trees nearly scraped the Bronco's sides. That's when the smell came back stronger than before. So strong Dylan gagged and rolled down the window. That was a mistake. The humming drifted in instantly. Louder now, like someone was leaning right against the car and singing softly. Jeepers, creepers. Dylan floored it. The Bronco roared, rattling so hard I thought it might come apart. Branches whipped against the windows, the smell burning our throats, and through it all, the song. Then headlights. Not behind us this time. Ahead, the truck was blocking the road. Dylan swerved hard, the Bronco skidding onto the shoulder. For a split second, the high beams illuminated something on the road, bodies or what looked like them. Torn, twisted shapes laid out in a row, as if arranged there. I don't know if they were real or if my brain just filled in the blanks, but the image is burned into me. By the time we steadied, the road was empty again. No truck, no buggies, just asphalt and shadows. We didn't stop until the sun came up. We found another gas station, this one bustling with morning commuters, and collapsed inside, pale and shaking. Dylan refused to talk about it. He just kept muttering that we were tired, that we imagined it. But when he went to pay, the old man behind the counter looked me dead in the eye and said, "You heard it, didn't you?" I froze. "The song," he whispered. "That means he's awake again." Before I could respond, Dylan dragged me out, furious at the man for trying to scare us. We didn't look back. That was 18 years ago. Dylan doesn't talk to me anymore. We tried to stay in touch, but every time the subject came up, he shut down. Said it was a road trip gone bad, nothing more. But I know he hears it too. Sometimes, late at night, when I'm driving alone, the radio crackles on its own. That same voice, that same tune. Jeepers, creepers, where'd I get those eyes? And I can't help but feel it's something watching from the tree line, waiting for me to stop. Because once you've heard the song, it doesn't matter where you go. It always finds you.